lot of people don't like storms. There's nothing unusual about that. Of course, you have your random few that are tornado chasers, that are thrill seekers. I actually know someone who, God willing, didn't have kids and responsibilities and being afraid of, what could happen if something went wrong. She'd be in the back of a tornado truck chasing one in a heartbeat if given the opportunity. Me, I like a good steady storm. I like some rumble and tumble with the thunder, a little lightning. Not crazy about blackouts, high winds, and that just boom lightning. Just a good steady, good rain, so you can have a really good nap with a breeze. That's kind of where I'm at. Now, my dad, whole other issue. My dad hated storms. From what I understand, when he was a little boy, he had a stepfather who had very unique methods in taking punishment. And at one time, my father was put into a situation where a storm and a flagpole and electricity was involved. And it kind of freaks him out where storms, go, and I understand. Well, when I was growing up, we lived in the county seat. We had the local courthouse in town, and of course it had a basement, and it was all black marble, and it was all cool to the touch and really neat. And we could be at home and the wind could start to blow. My dad had a survival kit. I mean, he was ready to go. We had the flashlights, the water, the Fix-A-Flat in case there was, a flat tire, blankets, pillows, torches, road flares, whatever my dad thought we would need. Extra tobacco, extra, water, whatever. And as soon as that wind would blow more than 5 or 10 miles per hour, and God bless you if the clouds were dark and if it was lightning at the same time, your butt was going to be piled into the car and you were going to be taken to the courthouse. Now, you might sit in the parking lot for a while before you go into the courthouse, just because you don't want to look silly or anything. But if it started to rain, we were in the courthouse. We were in the courthouse. We were in the basement. We were setting up camp, and we were not leaving. My dad would have out his weather radio. He would have the flashlights. We would have our food supplies. We would know which order we'd be sleeping. I lived in the basement of this courthouse from the time I was probably 3 to 12. When the wind would come up, we just knew how our evenings were going to end. If my mother heard on the radio or the television that there were going to be storms, we had dinner early because we knew where we would spend the night. So some people just don't like storms. Some people do. Some people don't. And some people pay the consequences because of that. Anyway, never forget that courthouse. I bet you I can still go and find my name engraved in some of the corners, especially around the water fountains on the southeast end. Anyway, fun times growing up in a courthouse.